Today we are having Mulder's beans, gizzard ale mayohu, Yigrachefe, Ethiopia filter coffee, heirloom, apple. Hey, hey, hey.
Actually, it's supposed to finish dripping.
Oh, I think I poured too much, right?
No, I think it's the grind size one.
Golden time is and the whole thing goes down. Alright, so I am learning how to make some drip coffee by my wife because I'm not gonna be with them for more than a whole week. A total of 9 days because they are going back to Singapore, which we have not explained yet. Yeah, we have not explained
You
yet.
can explain in your time.
I'll explain in my time. But for now, we are learning how to drip some cafe before they fly off tonight. This MB, look at this MB. MB! Hello. Can I help you? Hi.
Just need your thumb, huh?
Oh, I see.
Fit and enjoy.
Smells like cigarettes? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I don't know. It's up to you. Hey, Tare!
It looks like tea.
Okay.
I do taste the chamomile.
Huh.
I do taste it. Hey! Huh? What? What do you say? Thank you. Man, she's so cute. Amber, you're so cute. Oh, Amber gave me a watermelon. You know, when I was single, it's so much easier to just like travel around and be alone, be by myself. But somehow, being a father now, it's like it makes you think about your empty spaces of time being with your child and being with your wife a lot more. Yes, darling, come here. So I'm trying to spend as much time as possible, you know, just to be present with her before they fly off tonight. And yeah, it's a different experience, man. Being a father, being a husband, you know, being a father and a husband, that when you're alone, somehow the atmosphere changes a little bit. I don't know. So anyway, where's this baby? MB, come here. Alright, we are at the airport now, and the two of them are going. Bye bye. Let me say bye bye. Bye bye. Yeah, see ya. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye. Yeah. Yeah. So I just sent Audrey and Amber to their flight, their departure flight, heading for Singapore, And I didn't think I'll feel like this, but I actually feel a bit sad. That's like a loss, you know. It feels a little bit like a loss, but I know that I'm still going to see them in 9 days. But over this next few days is just going to be a little bit more quieter in the house. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to plan anything. I mean, I want to plan something. I think I might plan something out. I have some things planned out. I have some things in mind that I want to do. Yeah, but it's going to be an interesting one. So, yeah. 9 days alone in Perth. It's going to be interesting. Good morning, guys. This is day one of being without my wife and my daughter in Perth, and so I have 9 days, and I'm thinking about what I can do over this next few days. I'm gonna do a little bit of solo exploring around Perth, places which I would not necessarily go with my wife and my daughter. Maybe when she's older we can go. But what I'm thinking of doing today is that in Perth, in Western Australia where we're at, it's divided by two sides generally. Like people say, talk about these two sides. It's like the north of the river and the south of the river. And so since today, I'm gonna pick up a lens, a second-hand lens from someone south of the river, which is where we are staying as well, but just further down south. I'm gonna pick it up and maybe do a little bit of a photo walk somewhere around the area, and then we'll see how it goes. I guess in a way it's a day for me to spend time with God and do things by myself, which I'm always very comfortable with, and I really enjoy doing things by myself. Even when I was single, that was something that I always did. But I must say, now that my daughter and my wife is not with me, it does feel a little bit... There's a gap that I feel that I can't help but recognize that this is a big part of me, a big chunk of my life that is not here. And so yeah, I'm gonna miss them, but today I'm gonna enjoy myself. And so right now we are heading to, I think it's called Kwinana Town Centre, to collect the lens. Alright, so I got the TT Artisan 51.2. That's crazy! And I only got it for $80. Look at that, the lens looks pretty clean, looks pretty good. So we're gonna give it a shot. I'm heading over to the next destination would be Rockingham Jetty. I've never been there before, but yeah, let's go check it out and yeah, do a little bit of shoot around there. So I'm done with chilling out at Rockingham Beach, and it was super restful. I gotta have my brunch, I gotta read my book, I gotta get a little bit of a tan, and yeah, I gotta take a dip in the sea. And that's one of my favorite things to do when I'm in Perth, you know. It is the beaches here are super nice, like world class, you know. So yeah, it was really fun. Now we're heading off to the next place.
Now, on the convict tour, we are going to look at why we needed convicts here in Western Australia, how the prison was built, daily life for a convict here as well. So we'll take a wander through this big beautiful building here. I'm going to tell you a few stories. You guys can ask plenty of questions. I do encourage that. We'll have ourselves a good time in prison, right? So you don't get sacked after.
Alright, so I'm done with the prison museum. Gonna walk around for a little bit. That was really cool. I only did 2 of the tours, but I think there are a few more tours that maybe I might come with Audrey the next time. But overall, very insightful. Very insightful about a little bit about the history of this museum and the history of Western Australia. Also at the same time, to learn about how prison life was like in the past before they decommissioned it in 1991. So let's go find some food now. Alright, so now I'm here at... Ooh, there's a party bus going on. Alright, so I am now at Freo Park. I think it's called Freo Park, I'm not sure. It's a park in Fremantle. Apparently the locals call Fremantle Freo. And yeah, a lot of parties going on a weekend. I don't know if the mic can pick me up. But yep, I'm here with a wrap, a pita wrap and a Coke and just a good book and probably gonna get the sunset here. Gonna catch the sunset right in front of me. I think the sunset here is pretty good. But yeah, just gonna eat and chill. Oh, it is so good. It's pork with fries, with paprika, garlic powder, tomatoes, sour cream. Oh man, it's wrapped in a pita bread. So I wanted to reflect a little bit about going to visit the Fremantle prison, and it's so interesting to see how the history of this place used to be a place where captives were sent here to build the prison, to build the railroads, to build different parts of this city, you know. And there were some sad stories from it. There were some uplifting stories too of people who were transformed from being in the prisons here, you know. And there were a few different types of people, officers that were focused on the reform type of correction for prisoners. Like, they believe that prisoners can be reformed, prisoners can change, you know. But most of the time, you know, the rest wanted the prisoners to just stay where they are, to be safe, so that the rest of the city will be safe, you know. And then looking at the conditions of the different types of prison is just like, I mean, different types of rooms, and yeah, it was very, very interesting. Yeah, but it made me think about how life used to be for me when I was so trapped in my own mind, so trapped in the prison of my own mind, in that sense, you know. In my own mind, I was so trapped with the things that I enjoyed doing that were not good for me. I was so trapped in certain mindsets that actually caused me to fall deeper into a deteriorating a deteriorated life, into a messed up life, you know. It corrupted my soul. It corrupted a lot of parts of me, where I started to grow cold towards the things of life, you know. And you know, upon reflection, I realized that, you know, I remember when I came back to Christ, I had one prayer, and I asked God. I said, God, I know that my heart has been so hardened to the things, to sad things, to emotional things, you know, because you know, as I was growing up, I had to learn to try and be a man about things. Don't cry, you know. I remember when I was a young boy, I love to cry, but I always cried. Like, I was so emotional about everything. I would watch a movie about Liang Po Po, which is this Singaporean movie of this man who cross-dressed as a old lady, and when I saw how pitiful that old lady was, it's like I teared up. When I saw Lion King and I saw Mufasa died, I also cried, you know. But as I grew older, and I started to harden my heart a little bit, I started to be a man about things, you know. Or I tried to be very hardened to life, you know. And I think a lot of that, you know, was formed during my teenage years, where I tried to prove myself. It's like I was so insecure about being tender, about being soft, about being not manly enough, you know. And then of course with the drugs, with the alcohol, with the lifestyle, yeah, kind of changed me a little bit. A lot, actually. A lot of my character was formed in that period. Yeah. And then recently I came across this quote, right? And it was very interesting. The quote goes like this: the things that you do not change are the things that you choose. Oh, and when I thought about that, I realized how much of my life that I accepted as it is were actually just me choosing it and not changing it. And the things that I changed were things that were according to what people expected me to do, or expected me to change into. And so now, fast forward where I am today, you know, having accepted Jesus as my Lord and Savior, is that life is a lot more different now. That the change doesn't need to come from me, but the change can come from somewhere else. The change can come from God. The change comes from God living in me to change my own nature to His nature, His original design. And so there's a prayer that I always had since I came back to Christ, was, God, help me soften my heart so that I can cry again. And it's I'm still in that process of being able to ask God, of allowing God to soften me. You know, a lot of the times it's like He can do it, but you know, He wants to take that time for me to process that and to receive that healing, you know. And I do cry in the presence of God. I mean, even Audris, you know, my wife, she has not even seen me cry except once, which was when my father passed away. You know, and yeah, I've been in that journey of asking God to soften my heart again. And I don't care if people think, oh, you're so soft, you know, like you're just crying and all that. I want to be soft because I want to be tender towards the things of God, tender towards people, tender towards life, you know, and you become more appreciative of life. You become more simple. You become more childlike. Yeah. And so, all that to say, yeah, after seeing the prison, yeah, it makes me think that, you know, a lot of us, all these prisoners, they used to be kids once. Their innocence was stolen. maybe their surroundings changed them as they grow older, and then they became prisons of their own mind. And I guess the physical prison became the physical manifestation of what their inside was going through. So, yeah. Food for thought. Food for thought. So, yeah, I'm gonna be here enjoying this meal and spending time with the Lord. You know, it's been a really, really good day so far. I'm really enjoying myself, and I know Audrey and Amber is enjoying themselves as well, spending time with her father and also celebrating his birthday. Wish I could be there, but I have work to do, at least for one more week. But yeah, so far a really good day, and I'm excited to work tomorrow. It's Sunday tomorrow, which means I'm going to church. I'm going to run the online service. I'm going to meet my friends in church, you know, and praise God for what He has done in my life, and to see others also experience that love from God. So yeah, overall 10 out of 10, really good day, really good weather, really good activities, and really good moments spending time with God. So yeah. Whew. Oh.